Hey there, boys and girls, YouTube world. Today the Duff Dog and I are going to give you a walk around of a U-Haul trailer. This is what I would call like a wheels up U-Haul car trailer. They have two car trailers. Dolly. Honk! And with the dolly, you put the front wheels on there, back two wheels are on the ground. So if you got a rear wheel drive car, you should probably pull the drive shaft so you don't wreck the transmission. And you also got to have something with a pair of decent tires on the back. And then there's just, it's kind of like pulling a wagon train behind you. So they're about half the cost. So to come from Norman, Oklahoma to Podunk, North Dakota for this thing was about 500 bucks. You get 5 days to do it. It doesn't matter how long you keep it. Well, you get 5 days to do it. So if you turn it in the next day, it's still 500 bucks. And it was about $250 for the two-wheel jobby. I just checked into these. If you return it back to where you got it, it was about 50 bucks. So if you grabbed it at home, went and grabbed a car, brought it back, dropped it out the same place, 50 bucks a day. Pretty cheap. So what I'm getting at here is unless you do stuff like Puddin' and I and Dalton at Pole Barn's Garage, and I don't know if Wes drags anything home, but these guys, we need trailers because we need them at an instant notice. Me, I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. The nearest U-Haul place is like 20 miles away, and they don't keep these. They keep like the box trucks and the box trailers, stuff like that. They don't have these on hand. So for me, it doesn't work. But if you're one of those people that hauls a car maybe once or twice a year or even less, these things are the ticket. You don't have to store them. You don't have to register them. You don't have to insure them. You don't have to worry about people asking to borrow them. You don't have to maintain the lights. You don't have to maintain the hitch, the bearings, everything else. So it's for 99.8% of the population, it's way cheaper to go rent one of these things than it is to actually own a car trailer. There's some disadvantages. You can't get these in a tilt bed. This is the size you get. You're not going to fit a crew cab dually on there. And there's no winch system on it. It's pretty much a car trailer. It's not a flatbed, so you can't haul pallets on it unless you got real creative. Don't get me wrong, somebody's probably done it, but I just want to show you guys how awesome these things are. This is not a paid promotion, not a paid sponsorship. I have no affiliation with U-Haul. This is the first time I've actually rented one of these. I rented a two-wheel many moons ago, but I have sold a lot of cars and people have showed up with these things. These things are absolutely awesome. You don't have to have chains and binders, which you have to own, and straps if you got your own trailer. Yeah, these things are good. Let's take a look at this thing. Like I said, I don't know the specs on this thing. Regular cab long box will fit on there, and it's probably about it. You could maybe fit an extended cab short box, but I don't think you could fit an extended cab long box. If you go on the U-Haul website and enter what you're towing with and what you're hauling, it'll say whether it's going to work or not. Word of the wise, don't put some old car like a 65 Ford pickup. Put like a 94 Ford Escort GT, something small, light, that they're going to approve. But also be smart with it. Don't put that and then go pick up a Humvee and be like, oh, the axles failed. I don't know what these things are rated for, but yeah. And then don't put, you know, if you're towing with White Lightning, don't put that. You know, put that you're towing with a 98 Chevy dually. These are suggestions, not rules or guidelines. Be careful. Be smart. Don't do stupid things out there. You can get insurance on these. I opted not for it because I came from the corporate world, and we had an entire department that went on a lot of golf outings that sold extended warranties. And I know how much money they made off those, so I don't opt for it. And your vehicle's insurance probably covers it. Hey, just out bobbing around. You want to go for a ride with Bob, Duff? He's occupied. On your credit card probably covers it. It's probably covered 3 different ways. It's probably under your homeowner's insurance. Check with that stuff first, but I avoid the insurance because I know how much money they're probably making off that. All right, let's get into this thing. It's got a 2-inch ball. It's got basically a foolproof coupler on it. You cannot screw this thing up. It's all cast aluminum. That's the thing. This thing is all made out of either aluminum or galvanized steel, so these things don't rust. It's great. There's like a couple of steel parts on there that do. Anyway, cast hitch, easy to replace. It's all bolt on. It slides in here, so I'm pretty sure you just take these bolts out, you can slide it out, put a new one on. I do believe once these things get a certain age or mileage or whatever, they sell these things. So if you see one for sale, make sure all the paperwork's there and it ain't stolen. But if you're in the market for a car trailer, I don't know what these things go for, but I would highly recommend one because these things are built like tanks. All the parts are replaceable. I'd say they're idiot proof, but Puddin', he screwed it up.
Good thing he didn't find a long bed Fred. He'd be in bad shape because that baby just barely sits on there.
You gotta run it all the way up to them stops.
The bar, right?
No, the front.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was stopping them at those bars for some reason, thinking, I ain't using my brain. Yeah, we gotta come way up here.
So, continue on up there. It's got these great big safety hooks, and then there's one for the brake as well. Big old chains, and they're all bolted on. So if you drag one of these or lose one of these, they just bolt right on. Super easy. Like on my trailers, they're welded on. A lot of this stuff is branded U-Haul. It's got a 4-pin plug here. They do make adapters to go from a 4-pin to a 7-pin, but lucky this hot rod that Puddin' sold us got the 4-pin. But anyway, they just have this jumper wire that goes here. So if you ever drag it, boom, you just rip this off, put a new jumper on, good to go. Again, branded U-Haul right there. So, I mean, the way they design these things for replacement parts is awesome. It's got this crazy jack system where it's kind of like triangulated and it goes down. It's super heavy, super hard to screw up. It's a good deal. It's easy to run. I like it. Even though I really haven't used it, but then coming back to that, it's got surge brakes, so you don't need trailer brakes in your vehicle. This is basically a hydraulic master cylinder. Again, aluminum. Got an easy sight gauge to check, see how much fluid's in there. You don't even have to open it up. As soon as you hit the brakes, the trailer will slide ahead on the hitch. It applies this master cylinder, which sends brakes fluid pressure back to the axles. It's got tie down points freaking everywhere. Here. We'll talk about the factory tie down points. There's hooks here. I think there's some in the back. But yeah, it's got a nice long tongue, so it's easy to back up. It's almost impossible to jackknife. Almost. You could do it. They got roadside assistance. These things don't come with spares. If you have a side issue on the side of the road, you just scan there. These guys will show up, bring you another one. Boom. You're back on the road. You don't have to have any tools. You don't have to have a jack. They just take care of you. Right, Duff? Right. So, tie downs. You roll your car ahead, you push it all the way against here, Puddin'. Not against here. You get your tire against there. You throw this strap over the tire. It holds it down so it can't go nowhere. You run this strap. Everything's all wet. We got like an inch and a half of rain last night, but none in the shop. And plus, this pad prevented that, and we get to use this pad to shoot videos, so I don't have to stand around in the mud. You loop that strap through here. You cinch her down. Good to go. Then it's got a safety chain over here. This is kind of missing the little safety rubber catch. I'll show you that, but you loop that around the axle or your suspension so that it can't go anywhere. More tie downs down here, plus you can tie to these axles. Looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 C channels. They're like a 6-inch C channel, pretty heavy. It's got all kinds of lights on it for how long the trailer is. White spoke tires, love those. Fenders are you can unpin them. I don't think they're, well, they are bolt on, the pivots on the bolts, but if you got a car with low doors, you just tip that over, swing the doors out, get out of your car, close the door, tip this back up. It's got a step here. They got leaf springs. Both axles got brakes. The tires on this thing were not the greatest. You can see they touched them up with a brush. I don't know what they are rated for. Max PSE is 65. Speed limit 55. I couldn't see that, you know, with the hips on this thing, so maybe we got pulled over to a 93 mile an hour loaded. Who knows? Well, I guess the old 454's got a little too much sauce. Whoops. But that's just a suggestion. It's written backwards, so I can't read it. I don't know what these things are rated for. They say USA on them, so I doubt they're rated USA, but maybe they are. Load range D, so I think that's 8. Oh shoot, rated for 87 mile an hour. Whoops. I think that's a 4.5 bolt pattern. So Mopar bolt pattern. So again, these fenders are super easy to replace. Fenders get banged up on trailers all the time. You bang one of these up and you own one of these, you just probably call up U-Haul, take a couple bolts out. Bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a fresh set of trailer fenders. It's got the torque sequence for the lug nuts there, telling you not to use impacts. Again, suggestions. It's got these rubber bumpers on the back, so if you're backing up to something, you ain't gonna bend nothing. You're not gonna hurt anything on the trailer. But built like a tank. The tail light stuff, it all just bolts right on. So you just flip this thing over, swap whatever lights you need to. This is all nice heavy galvanized steel. It's got steps going all the way around the trailer over there. It's got this nice ridge you can stand on. Here, you can see those lights in the mirrors if you didn't have a dually. These ramps, let me show you them. You push that whanger down. You grab these nice straps here. They don't slide left or right, so if you had like a really narrow car like a Crosley, maybe it wouldn't fit on there. These things are registered. Turns out this thing, it says Kansas, but it was registered in South Dakota. Weird deal. I don't know. It's got license plate lights, it's got marker lights. Apparently you're not supposed to sell them. Possession without a contract constitutes possession of stolen goods, but if you got a contract, you're good to go. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they sell these. So does Hertz and all their other competitors. But these ramps can't slide out. They store out of the way. They got dimple dyed, so you got all kinds of traction going on there. They're nice and long, so if you got a low vehicle, it'll still get up there. Like I said, pretty hard to screw up. Slide them in, boom, they latch, can't go anywhere. We got another safety chain back here, 2 more hooks back here if you want to add more straps. But these safety chains got this cool little rubber condom latchy thing, and you can see it kind of keeps it in the chain. Again, great design, super simple, super easy, and it's replaceable. If this breaks or goes missing, you just slide a new one over, which apparently U-Haul needs to do on the front. Stop, check hitch coupler connection before loading. Yeah, you don't want that to pop off and go through your tailgate. Don't ask me how I know. These fenders, like it says, they are not a step. This one's got a little hooey here and it's got a little tweak to it there. They are made out of aluminum, so they're nice and light and they don't rust, but they are pretty thick aluminum. I think you could definitely stand on them if you're not crazy obese. Now they got some trailer documents in that little pipe bomb down there. What was when Ted Kaczynski was working there. I think he designed that.
Good, yeah.
You know, I still have that 400-page love letter you sent me.
Oh.
You know, do they still call you Casanova Kaczynski?
No, actually, I got a different nickname these days.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. The step is a little bit different on this side. I guess they don't fill it in. They figure you're just climbing in on that side. Again, they brand the heck out of everything. Even the tread plate's got U-Haul in it. Yeah, I like them. It's pretty light. I mean, it's heavy duty, but it doesn't weigh a ton. It's nice and low, so your vehicle isn't sitting up high. It cuts through the wind. And I thought, man, this thing's just gonna bang and clang and bounce around when it's empty. No, going down the road, empty. I pulled this thing from Norman to Puddin's place, empty, towed great. We've towed it around here a little bit empty because Chin and I wanted to go for riding the dually, and this is hooked up. And he goes, we gotta unhook that. I was like, no, we gotta take it back. So let's not unhook it and hook it up again. But yeah, you don't even notice it's there. It doesn't bang and rattle. A lot of trailers with like those stand-up ramps, just ching, 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 just rattling down the road. Super annoying. Or like those little 2-wheel trailers, they just, you hit a bump and they skip left and right. There's enough heft on this thing that it just sails down the road. Pretty good empty. I don't know what they're rated for. I'm guessing they're like 3,500 pound axles. Oh, there you go. 7,500 pounds. Empty trailer weight, 2190. Maximum cargo weight, 5310. I think my 98 Chevy extended cab 4-wheel drive Z71 V8 automatic was like 5,200 pounds. So that's about as much as you're gonna haul. An extended cab, short box 4-wheel drive. Just give you all the instructions on how to tie these things down, how to use the ramps. I mean, it's pretty freaking legit. Oh, save $20. Return clean and avoid a service charge. This thing's probably cleaner than when I picked it up. When you do pick these up, I would recommend going online, because if you go online and do it all online, you walk in, they're like, oh yeah, it's ready to go. And I think You can set up a time. I know you can set up a time to pick it up, but if they don't have it ready, they will refund you $50, or they will give you $50 if they don't have it ready for you. So do it online. You don't have to stand in line. It was super quick. I walked into Norman. They were busy that Saturday morning. I don't know if it's college kids moving or what, but I walked in, had to wait for one other person to get done ahead of me. I walked up and said, hey, my name is Mortske. I'm here to get a trailer. I hope I'm not blacklisted. And they said, yep, it's ready to go outside. I'll stand by the one that's yours. And they hooked it up. And they checked the lights. They checked the brake lights and the turn signals. They didn't check the tail lights, which turns out my pickup doesn't have. I'm guessing they usually check those, but the lady forgot, maybe. I don't know. Might have saved me a speeding ticket. Probably not, but I just got a warning out of that one. Anyway, yeah, I guess you just go to wherever your end destination is and you just drop it off. You don't even need to do any paperwork, so we'll find out. But I would suggest checking the thing, taking a walk around, and maybe getting some pictures. They take pictures of it hooked up, so that if it's not hooked up to that vehicle or it's not hooked up right, they're just covering their own butt. It is a 2-inch ball. Make sure your trailer's sitting level, because that's irritating when they're not. Hey, look, we can't even do a single short second channel video without Bob driving by twice. Check for damage and document the damage. I guess this fender just bolts on, it doesn't tip over, but I suppose you don't need to come out that door. But yeah, there's a little damage on the fender, but document all that so that you don't get dinged for it, because I think they put on the when they try to gimmick you on the insurance, they say that it's up to $7,500. So I think that's a bit much for one of these trailers. But anyway, if you wreck a brand new one, they're gonna charge you $7,500. But that guy's got that much cash in his pocket right now. He put it all in Dogecoin and what was the other one? GameStop. So yeah, he's killing it. He's a Flaming Kitty 12 right here.
There you go.
He's got his purple shirt on today. He's ready to party. Just gotta park like a knothead. We got 6 frickin' acres to park on. Let's park right in the middle of the yard. What a goon. You know what? Because we're extra around here, we're gonna even show you loading a vehicle on here. And we're gonna use that hot rod. Mainly because it's a 3 on the tree and Chin is so good at driving a manual. He looks big in that thing. It's long and it's low. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's watch him dump her off the side. How many times will he kill it? A little bit more. Don't screw it up. You got to go whole tire width yet. Oh, almost had her. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
A little bit further ahead. Kill it. There you go. Regular cab long box is about all you're gonna get on these hot rods. Then you just pick up your ramps, slide them in. Okay, that one didn't want to slide one-handed. That one will. Just kick her in there. Well, Robert's gonna show you how to tie them down here. Look at him getting his hands dirty. He already got his shirt dirty. He's gonna get his boat shoes dirty. God, it's like wrestling a fat girl after bar clothes, huh, Bob? Been a while since he did that. All right, never mind. We'll just do it ourselves. That's got to go over the center of the tread on the tire. I was gonna say it was so easy a caveman could do it, but retired farmers don't qualify. There you go. Sucker down, and you're good to go. Then you got that safety chain down here. You hook that around a control arm or the frame rail, whatever. Oh, you can't get out?
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to hit the door on the fender.
But wait, There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Bada bing, a bada boom.
And there is a step right here.
Lowrider special. There you go. You don't have to do both sides. This is just for demonstration purposes only. Really, I don't even care. I just wanted to see Chin struggle driving a manual up onto a trailer with
Didn't kill it though, so suck it.
So his pickup is an automatic, but when he bought it, it had a terrible running 327 and a 3-speed with a crazy tall first gear and then like 308 gears. And the old shop had a pretty good hill. And that was like a solid 7 or 8 minutes.
It was like 10 times I tried.
It was at least 10 times.
It was a lot.
And it was cold out, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So I had the door open on the shop and I was not happy letting all my heat out, and he just kept killing it. And I jumped out, and then what did I do?
It was like 2 times I think you.
No, I nailed it on the first shot, guaranteed. I was so mad I just flat-footed it, slipped the clutch a little bit. Bonsai did.
Can't remember.
All right. And now he's, look at you, look at how much you've grown in your 3-speed driving capabilities. There you have it, how to load and tie down your 67 Chevy pickup. Oh yeah, Chin Redden wanted to go on power tour because, you know, big power tour, guys. Let's get a U-Haul trailer. Isn't that the whole point of power tour, is driving it? All right, let's get this thing unloaded and go to lunch. The old bumper just barely clears. If we had a sway bar, it'd be tight. How close is it to high centering? As he drives over the front of the trailer. Oh, not a lot of clearance. Ah, that's a good pickup. All right, let's take this thing back. So there you have it. That is a walk around to the U-Haul trailer. I would highly recommend getting one if you don't haul as much junk as me. Like I said, there's no, I'm sure you could put a ratchet strap or come along on there to winch your car on, but if your car is dead, you're gonna need a tow truck or a skid steer or a lot of ambition, stupidity, whatever it is. But yeah, they're pretty good trailers. Like I said, 500 bucks was a little bit steep, but we looked, and like the cheapest ones we could find were like 2,500 bucks, and those things didn't have spares. They had terrible tires. Who knows if the lights work? They're hot garbage, and then I have to worry about selling it when I get here. So yeah, you don't pick up $1,000 car trailer anymore, and if you do, it's a basket case. We got enough of those. So thank you very much for watching. Check out our other videos. Go check out the merch, mortske.com. Remember, it doesn't matter, you get it done as long as you're having fun. Dragging stuff home is always fun. It's a lot more fun when you get a tow truck or a rollback or a tilt bed with a winch.